Today is the fifth Sunday after Pentecost. Epistle of lesson from the lesson from the epistle from the blessed Peter the Apostle. Dearly beloved, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, being lovers of the brotherhood, merciful, modest, humble, not rendering evil for evil, not railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing. For unto these are you called, that you may inherit a blessing. For he that will love life and see God days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile. Let him decline from evil and do good. Let him seek after peace and pursue it, because the eyes of the Lord are upon the just, and his heart unto their players. But the countenance of the Lord upon them that do evil things. And who is he that he can hurt you? If you be zealous of God, but if also you suffer anything for justice' sake, blessed are ye, and be not afraid of their fear, and be not troubled, but sanctify the Lord Christ in your hearts. Continuation of the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. In that time Jesus said to his disciples, except your justice abound more than that of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to them of old, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you that whosoever is angry with his brother shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. And whosoever shall say to fool, shall be in the danger of the hell fire. If therefore two other offer the gift at the altar, and there to remember that the thief for brother hath anything against thee, leave there the offering before the altar, and go first to reconciliate to the brother, and then coming to shall offer the gift. Dear brothers, we hear the gospel of today, and this the doctrine of Jesus of the Christian attitude against our enemies and the person that we have problems, and to find the good attitude of charity, the good attitude of patience. That is the will of God. And many people today speak about love, about charity, but the doctrine of charity, Catholic, is not always the same doctrine that the doctrine of the Conciliar Church of the world modern. They understand other things. But for us, the charity is not the same concept. We can, for us, the fundament of charity is God, is the love of God, is the truth of God. And it's in this sense we must to have charity, patience with the others. That is the truth of God that gives us the sense of charity, because we can love all things, but the things that are really good, really the will of God, and that is the sense Christian of charity. And we need to understand, no believe always when the people of the world, of the Conciliar Church priest or the Pope speak about charity, is maybe not the Christian charity, it's another thing. That is we need to think about this, because we can be not understand really what he wants to say. And reference of our charity is always the truth of God. And that gives us the sense of all things, all actions that we can do is the truth of God. There are the truth of the faith, it's the principal truth, but there are a truth of reason, the truth of the reality that can be important too, but secondary. And recently we hear that the Pope Leo, he go in Spain, and he was received in Spain by the king, the great important persons of the country, and he make a discourse when he arrived with the most important personalities of Spain. And when we look well this discourse, we can, if you are not very not make many attention, you can see maybe that the sounds of this discourse are not Catholic. But for many people, they think that discourse of the Pope are a Catholic discourse. And he have an aspect of humility, very nice attitude. He looks a good person. He looks like a very kind person, and like a Pope, very humble. But when we see well his teaching, is not the teaching of the Church. Is the teaching, is the doctrine Masonic. Because the Masonry is, they speak about the truth too, but it's not the same truth. And it's not the same direction to find the truth for them that for us. And he spoke about the truth, but he don't spoke about the revelation of the revelation of the Church, of God, of Christ, that he teach us the truth. And he say that we need to look in to find the truth by our middles. But we need to look, we don't only to believe that Jesus said, that the church teaches us in many cycles. And the Masonic people don't want to hear this truth, the truth of Jesus, the truth of the revelation, the truth of the church. And he said the man must to find, to look in his life the truth, but it's the truth that he can understand, that he can find by the women's middles, by the reason. And we can find, it's true, we can find some truths, but we can't find all the truths, especially the moral truths. And it's not possible. We need the help of God. After the original sin, we are blessed, and we can find all the truths. If we see the Ancient Testament, there are many peoples, the pagan peoples, and they try to find the happiness, and they try to find some order, but they can never find this perfectly, this order and this truth and this happiness. The people that are more civilized than the Greeks and the Romans, they don't find all the truths, and they don't find the happiness perfect. They don't arrive to the possession of the perfect truth. And they have many questions, they don't have always the response. That's why they came, because the man, after the original sin, are blessed in the intelligence, in the will, in the passions, in his body. They have inclinations, and that's why he can find all the truth. He can find all the happiness, the order, and he need the help of God. And that's why Saint Thomas Aquinas say God don't come immediately after the original sin. He waits many times, because like that the humanity can understand that he can find all the happiness, they can find all the truths. He needs a help of God. And that's why we need the revelation. That's why revelation is something that before are not known, and after we are revealed, and now is known. It's the intervention of God to help us, because after the sin, we can arrive by our possibilities, human possibilities. We can't arrive to the heaven. We need help. If we want to be good persons, we need to understand what is the morality of things. To be good persons, to respect the order of the things. But the man no arrive to understand well the order of the things. He needs the help of God. That's why Jesus came and gave us the church to make the transmission of the truth in the cycles, and that is the cause of the existence of the Christian civilization, because it is the order Christian is the best order of orders. We need the help of God, the help of the church. And you come here at the Mass to have the help of the grace, to be a good Christian in your life. You need the help of the grace of God. And And the Pope say, no, the man must to look for the truth. But he don't say, where is the truth? And that is the concept Masonic. They always looking for the truth, they never find. And the man, by his possibilities, he can find the truth. That is the doctrine Masonic. And don't speak about Jesus, don't speak about the revelation, the gospel, the teaching of the church. And he speak we can find the truth in the reality. Yes, the reality we can find some truths, but we can find not possible to find all the truths, especially the moral truths and the truths that help us to go to the heaven. And no make reference at the fountains of the order. He speaks the order, but the order, to make order in this world, we need help. We can do that only with the human possibilities, with the science, the middles of the technology, all these things. It's not sufficient. We need something more. And to have the order in this world, we need the revelation, we need the church, we need the grace. He never speak about that. And he spoke about the human family, but the human family, what is the fundament of is the concept of fraternity, universal fraternity, that is liberal. It's the French Revolution that the French Revolution is made with the doctrine Masonic. That is the words of the Pope. He speaks many times of reconciliation, but when you want to make a reconciliation, you need to look where is the truth. To have a solution with the problems, women's problems, you need to have some reference that can make a possible reconciliation. But if you speak only reconciliation, is very ambiguous, is not sufficient. He speaks about the peace, but the peace, where is the peace? What is the true peace? That is all the vocabulary of the modern world, of the medias, of the Masonry. And he speaks the story of Spain, and he say, when the times of the invasion of the Islam in Spain, he speaks that these times are the times of prosperity and collaboration with Islam. Is that the truth? Because it's the times of persecution of Christians, and the Islam is not very kind with the Christians, and the Catholic of Spain need 1,000 years to take out the Islam from Spain. It's many wars. And he speaks that is many culture, many collaboration. The Islam and the Catholic is illusion. Is to nourish the illusions of ecumenical illusions. And he speak a word, I don't find the translation in English, is multilateralismo, is they accept the difference of all people. They accept the different opinions, and he say that it is a good thing to accept that. This conception Masonic is that the truth comes from the man. they do not come from the man. That is subjectivism. That is modernism. They do not come from the man. They come from God, from the revelation, and from the teaching of the church. We have the bad inclination. Sometimes we like and we want the things that are not correct. It's not always our desires that are the criteria of actions, not our desires. And this is the goodness of the relation with other peoples, other religions, is ecumenism. And not forget it always, the grace of God, that is necessary. We need the grace each day. But the grace after the sin, there is no grace. It's when Jesus died for us, that is the tree of the cross, there is the fountain of the grace. Before, there is no grace. All grace to be good persons come from the cross, or from Jesus, from the passion of Jesus. And he speaks many of the harmony, the persons, but it's well to have harmony, but you need a base for harmony. What is the base for harmony? Is the truth. It's God. The reference for the will of God, the morality, the love of God, that is the fundament to have peace, to have the real fraternity, the real charity, and it's not the modern world that give us that. We see before the Christ, the people live in the paganism, idolatry, cannibalism, sacrifice human. When the church come, they reform the society and become the Christian society, and that is come the Christian civilization. And in Europe, and he comes in America too. There is all the continent Catholic make by Spain in America too. And that is the salvation. They suppress the disorder, the problems of the idolatric people. And we find more humanity for the others. There is no cruelty, no slavery, no injustice. There is a law, there is order social. And when the politic respect the love of the gospel, all works well. The society, the economy, different section of the society works well. That is Christian civilization. And now they are destroying the order Christian, and we see that the ancient habitudes of the pagans come a new time now in the society. The abortion, the Satanism, there are now the case of cannibalism in the world, with no respect for the others, many crimes. There is no justice in the economy. There is no justice, because if you don't respect the Ten Commandments, you have disorder, you have injustice in the society. And Laicism want to separate the love of God of the love of the state. It's a big lie. It's not possible. And that is why we see today many disorder in the world, because the order Christian order is each day more absent of the world, and that's why we are turning to the paganism, to the injustice, slavery. But they today have another name, but it's the same thing. The people live to pay the taxes. That is slavery. Don't have the people to give, to have a good life with his family, and to construct the education of the children. The mass work too much. Many people to work. Don't have time to take care of his family. Always the church promotes to work only 8 hours each day. But today many people say me, no, I work 12 hours by day or more. It's not normal or that. There is a time there were more respect because the society was more Christian. If the church renounced to the fountain of the order, Christian order, the society Christian is destroyed. And the Pope can be very kind, but he speaks like a Freemason. And he teaches a new doctrine that is not have foundation in the gospel, in the grace, in the love of God, in the will of God, in the teaching of Jesus, and the grace of the church. It's a big disaster for the Christian countries, and we don't see the end of this day. It's more bad, the situation. And that's why we are not fanatic, we are defending the truth, only the truth of the church. That is the same, that tradition. What is tradition is the teaching of Jesus, the teaching of the church that we receive today. And if we have the teaching, we can have the other things. We can understand, we can practice the other things, you know. It's not sufficient to go to the Mass, it's not sufficient to have the sacraments. We have first the doctrine of the church. It's the foundation of all the life of the church. The truth of God is eternal, because the second person of the Holy Trinity is the truth, eternal truth. And it's the foundation of the church, this truth. And the Mass, the sacraments, is after. The truth is first. The Mass are created, the truth are not created. The truth is eternal. And we define first the truth. It's the foundation of all the activities of the church. All we can do that can meditate in heaven. And why Jesus make the sacraments in the Mass is for the possession of the truth. Why is the happiness in the heaven? Is to have the possession of the eternal truth, that is Jesus, that is the second person of Holy Trinity. And that is the best happiness that can be. But the Mass, the other sacraments are only the middles. And the society, St. Pius X, they make many insistence too much in the Mass, in the sacraments, and forget the truth, forget the doctrine, and don't say all the truths. Do not have problems with the conciliar church. It continues this fake diplomacy that is no works. The diplomacy to convert Rome, and they are open to Rome, but Rome today is no one to be converted. And that's why Bishop FIELES, he gives too much illusions to the good faithful. He say we will convert Rome. It's not very easy like that. But it's when he gives to the faithful these many beautiful masses, the sacraments, beautiful chapels, the beautiful constructions. Is that bad? That is not bad, but it's not sufficient. It is not the more important in our religion. And there is a seminarian when I am in seminarian in Econ that say to Bishop Lefebvre, oh, the Mass is the most important of all things. And Bishop Lefebvre correct him. He say, no, it's not the Mass the most important of all things. It's the truth of God, it's the doctrine. That say Bishop Lefebvre. He correct these seminarians. And now in the society they think only the question of beauty of ceremonies, the beauty of masses, yes, can be, but it's secondary. We defend first the doctrine. And we defend second time the other things of the church are good, but it's secondary. And we need we ask Our Lady to give us this sense of the truth, because the foundation of all truths, of charity, all goodness is always the truth. There is no a real charity that does not have foundation in the truth. When your charity not have foundation in some truth of the faith, of the reason, it's an illusion. It's a charity Masonic. There's a charity sentimental. It's not that the real charity. But the charity is love God. And if we love the other persons, we love these persons because we love God. And that is charity. I ask Our Lady to give us the good sense of the truths and of the charity. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.